Okay, gang, so tonight's all about multiplying and dividing our integers. Okay, today's all about multiplying and dividing integers, and in class today we came up with our two rules. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just list those two rules real quick so we can dive in and start looking at some examples. Okay, and what we decided today in class was just a simple variation. All right, if our signs are the same, then that tells us our answer is going to be positive. If our signs are different, then that tells us that our answer is going to be negative. Okay, those are the two rules that we came up with today. But as far as multiplying and dividing, all right, we are not going to change how to multiply. We are not going to change our division. Okay, so regardless of what numbers you're given, it's still the same process as what it's always been. The big thing for you tonight, do I have a positive answer or do I have a negative answer? So that's why it's important to cover these two rules. All right, so one of each, a multiplication problem. 16 times negative 3 times negative 2. Okay, and again, remember, we can multiply in any order. So my preference is to start here, mental math. So 3 times 2 is 6. Now, is it a positive 6 or negative 6? Well, if I look up here, my signs are the same, so my answer should be positive. So this is going to stay positive 6. So now we just need to calculate 16 times 6. 36, carry the 3, 96. Again, my signs are the same here. I got a positive 16 and a positive 6, so my answer is going to stay positive 96. All right, I believe you will be asked to do some long division tonight. So we may see something like negative 112 divided by 6. All right, again, I have no idea what's going to happen here. Okay, 112 goes inside. 6 divisor is on the outside. All right, now you may be asking, well, what about the negative sign? Okay, so what we need to do here is our long division is not going to change. So the only thing we need to account for is, are we going to have a negative sign up here in our answer? And so we need to come up here, are our signs the same or are they different? We have different signs. We have a positive 6 and a negative 112. That tells me that my answer is going to be negative. So I'm just going to put my negative sign there right now so I don't forget about it. And that's all we have to do. We don't have to worry about a negative sign in here. You know, we got enough stuff going on. So we'll just move it up there. Now we can just do our regular long division steps. 6 goes into 11 one time. Remainder of 5. Bring down the 2. We can get 8. 8 times 6 is 48. That leaves me with a remainder of 4. We are out of digits, so now our decimal point and zeros kick in. Bring down our 40. Excuse me, bring down our 0. 6 will go into 40 6 times. 6 times 6, 36. Remainder of 4. Bring down another 0. Okay. Right off the bat, we may notice, bam, we're starting to repeat. Okay, we're starting to repeat, so we would end up with another 6 up here to get another 6. So we can stop there, put a bar over our 6's. Okay, so we get negative 18.66. Okay, but again, both examples, all right, what you need to recognize is that our multiplication doesn't change. Our division's not going to change just because negative numbers are involved. Okay, keep your multiplication, follow the same division steps. We just need to account for, is there going to be a negative sign in our answer? So we just got to calculate that up. Otherwise, it stays the same. Okay. All right, now those are the basics. Okay, I believe we're going to have a few simplify problems tonight. Again, remember, when we simplify, we're not going to solve. We just want to make them as simple as possible. Okay, this is where we can use our acronym. All right, as simple as possible. Okay, That's our goal here when we ask to simplify. All right, so we have to be careful, but we're going to see things like 11k and negative 4p. All right, so the question is this little expression simplified? Okay, or is there a little bit more that we can do? Okay, and there is. All right, remember, this is all one big multiplication problem, so we can go ahead and multiply our numbers. All right, so 11 times negative 4, negative 44. Now again, our signs were different. We had a positive and negative. Mentioned earlier, different signs, answer is going to be negative. Okay, so we keep that. All right, then we have times k, and we also have a times p. If you want to put dots there, it's not wrong, but remember, it's not necessary. All right, now we're down to one term. There's nothing else we can do. Okay, so at this stage, this expression is ASAP. That's as simple as possible. We can't do any more with it. All right, can't do any more with it. Carry that over to the other side. That was our multiplication version. You might as well see some, probably see some division versions as well. So you may have negative 40kp over negative 8. Again, remember, this is nothing more than a division sign. All right, and we follow the same idea. Okay, if over here, when we have these two types of terms, if we're allowed to go ahead and multiply our numbers, same situation over here. We got two different kinds of terms, but it's division, so we can go ahead and take care of that. So we want to go ahead and do negative 40 divided by negative 8. That's a 5. Okay, which 5 is it? Well, our signs are the same. Signs are the same. Our answer is positive. So we'll leave that as 5, K, P. That's as simple as possible. Okay, good luck. Do the best you can. Know you're going to see some things you haven't seen before. That's okay. Give it your best shot based on what you know and what you think you should do. And we'll go over any questions you have tomorrow. Have a good night.